The majestic prince of the dragon clan of the East China Sea just because he stole a piece of meat. It's because Chen Fan, who is anti-human, is afraid. It is the direct turn to start for Shen Hui. Beima's heart was filled with unhappiness. Mom wants me to go home. Shen Hui called from a distance and saw that there was a class at home. Seeing Shen Hui coming back, Xiao Wu hurriedly greeted. And please take a look. Why is he not the one who came during the day to test whether there is no 5 red Shen Hui? Old Ji Xiao Wu, why are you here? Mr. Shen, let's escape again. When Shen Hui saw Qiáng, he was also confused. Isn't this Shuninggu's thread girl? Xiao Wu hurriedly went to the original scene and said that Qiáng was his good friend. Get yourself to be appreciated by Mr. Shen, come to thank Mr. Qiáng. The head of a hairy man. Dead man lost his salesmanship before the line. This old man looks so bad. Are you sick? When Qiáng Tián heard it, he didn't know what to do. Mr. Shen called him Lao Cheng TV. Old love is just too tired to climb the mountain. Rest will be fine. So Shen Hui called to invite a few people in for tea. Jian and the others left the White Horse and immediately had a chance. I want to thank Kai Lu while they are not paying attention. But in the future, the running road was rolled by the rolling dragon system. The White Horse suddenly panicked. Why did the Longtong come to life again? Drink, I just lost a food and came a dessert. 65 flowers immediately dropped by the White Horse. Why is the witch in the ancient world also here? If you open your bloody mouth with a magic seal, you will swallow the White Horse. But it was stopped by the accountant. The master is going to let him die here. I'm sorry if you don't. So that the weather. What the hell is this place? The White Horse is suddenly pitiful. Why so many powerful deposits? I'm so tired, lie down. No inner night golden red rich girl drank the sea. Love breaks the sky and sees the game immediately. This father and daughter hugged and drank so roughly. It's amazing. At this moment, the love sound collection blindly reminds the ancestors. Drink fast father. Ching Patian just checked and poisoned. In the next second, did Jingya's eyes move like eggs? He fully recovered from his injuries. Is the master just to forgive me? Affair immediately looked at each other. A thought that hurts someone, a thought of an old person. The means of an expert are really bitter. Just make a laugh and I'll finish the meal. Do it after dinner. When I heard about dinner, I was crazy about the golden red rich girl. Crazy hands stay. It's so bad, where is the infection of an expert cooking? No. It's embarrassing to come to the room rashly. Dare we continue to disturb the success? Yes. Chenggonzi, please make some tea. It's embarrassing to give us a drink. All right. What about you guys in the old man's house? Mr. Qiáng is right. It's late. Next time. Next time. In his heart, the master scolded his old love for 100,000 people. Can I still say no to scold? Old love. The hut also said that this time, won't you bother Chengzi? But in my heart I really want to stay. Please stay late, I will definitely nod for you. But Chen Fan didn't mean to keep a few people behind. All right. Then next time you must stay for dinner. Thinking of the previous master gave me a U card. Changzan also plans to give a gift as a memory. Jian Yuqing, we used to think that the master was an ordinary wife. So I wanted to give the chef I made to. When the master saw it, his eyes stopped. Because this chef is definitely more than a few choices. The old love is directly under the battle step. Sir, what kind of bad luck is this? The master suddenly became grateful. Thank you, Qingzi, I like this chef so much. Then in reverse, a few people go to another. Goodbye. Success child, we will definitely come. Yi Ji begs you to give us a warm chef. Just warm up and never force you. Don't think you have the guts to force my chef. It's hard to come in and refuse from an expert. That is, if the food delivery is successful, we will be within a kilometer. Definitely at the next level. Please believe what they said earlier. Negative sadness tea washes away the soul. One painting breaks 3 scenes in a row. One meal of flesh and blood changed one's life into Hanwu. I just don't know what the expert thinks about Xiao Wu. Do I still have a chance? But when Yi Jianhong and others returned to Yun Jian to support, Jin found out that Yun Jianzhong was caught by the door. Yi Jianhong, you are finally back. As the master of a comprehensive system, I saw the magnetic light on the comprehensive door collide. Moment or fury. I will take my life. Draw music when the music changes and rushes out. Premature death. The love number looked at Yi Jianhong closely. In the next second, there is a loud and lingering voice. Actually only wrote to Yi Qihong. Yi Jianhong is a blow to the beauty of the world. 1,000 soldiers pay respect to their daughter Yi Qingwu, rushing over and falling down in anger in this episode. You are not my match. Be obedient and go down. At this time, Yi Jianhong took out the tooth that Chen Fan had thrown away. Kill me. Not so easy. Talking about changing your teeth and going out with 1,000 smiles. Yi Jianhong, are you brain blocked? Even enjoy a 2,000 to kill me. But in the next second, there will be a minister on the face of the love account. Because he unexpectedly discovered that there were no animals on Qiáng. This little 2,000 turned out to be a high-grade selection of gas. The big voice who invited the supervisor healing Jew to the baby sister. How can it be? The love account was immediately hacked, but before he could react, his body became pierced by Qiáng. By Schumann Sphere's master's son love number group. Love is so overwhelming that it is very dedicated immediately. Could it be that the master brought Qiáng as a gift from an expert? At this moment, the figure appeared again. Yun Jianzhong got the treasure of fire and silver. Now that I see it, I feel like a cold guy. Because this person's cultivation base has reached the style of Hangu Dian. The doorman is not slippery. Full service to death. Are you the one behind Beishuman? I agree with you. Right, will obey you. The sword team refused to become a masked man and escaped directly from the weapon human. You will pay with your life for your actions. Goosebumps. Play until sir we are screwed. Alone. Saying that, Yi Jianhong took out the pistol that Chen Fan gave her. The masked man fights back with all his strength. At this time, Yi Jianhong put her spiritual power on the way. But found that fleeing everywhere like invincible east. Qin Kujianbian absorbs his spiritual power. My dear, my spiritual power is not fighting. Let's help me. After hearing the begging, a few people focused their spiritual power on their way with all their strength. When people came to Zhangxi, it was far away at this time, but what they never expected was that Ling who had just approached the chef turned into a ghost. The masked man also looks a little fierce, chef. What the hell is this? Yi Jianhong's 4 people are also reaching their limits. The smell around the chef is even scary. The masked man suddenly took the lead. This is a way to surpass the best and choose the best. Night Golden Red River Sound. Dig into death, the masked man looks so small in front of the chef. The masked man uttered the last sound. Then the Red Lion Zaza has no solution. It's so obvious, fortunately, there is a method from an expert, since at this time, it is not far from collapse. Yes, thanks to protection. In the next second, Yi Jianhong alerted the chef to save the enemy's national police. It turns out that we have been arranged by an expert. Since it was immediately prepared to belong to a picture. The high number of people and 2,000 certificates send magic tools to help us resolve the crisis and become a figure. Master, this is implying that I use the chef to be reborn. When the other people heard it, they suddenly stood up in confusion. The expert is using heaven and earth as a card. Reborn as a cheesy, the next game drags on. And I am kind and sexual, and I have become a dead man in the hands of an expert. And the other few people are lucky, they are really scrambling to become Chen Fan's anger. Xing Padian is an alarm that crosses chapters and is also golden and red. Brother, do you think he has a chance for me to be angry? And Chen Fan is unaware of all this. I actually have 2 more little secrets. By Yi Jianhong, a few people suddenly occupied the whole place. A master once let us be reborn in the cloud world. Then start from by Schumann. Wang Tang, the prince of the dragon clan of the East China Sea, just because he stole a piece of meat. It was crawling on the side of Chen Fan who is anti-human. It is directly for Chen Fan to start. The white horse brought home by the force is running away. Unexpectedly, it was discovered that the general of Soul Dragon Hall, Tianqing Xiaotian, was an ancient demon with a flag in this small courtyard. The white horse is suddenly pitiful. So much power here. It seems impossible to escape. I'm so tired, let's escape. The poor white horse never imagined. Chen Fan treats him as the prince of the dragon clan of the East China Sea as if he was born. Chen Fanjing treats him like a bullshit. The white horse immediately got angry and prepared to kick for Chen Fan. Can't wait for the white horse to come out. Let Tianqing and the others send him the alarm directly. The white horse suddenly got off. Don't take a few pictures, big brother. I just stand with my legs and feet. What Chen Fan said after ordering the white horse to set up the health center is that we don't care about horses. Give you a chance to leave the ground or fight. Or because of the elders next to me. The white horse is slightly drummed by the wheel. In the last second, the white horse was still a pitiful creature. But in the next second, it suddenly feels wrong. Turned around and looked straight. Unexpectedly, I found that this ordinary climbing ability does not match Gaoshir's Taoism. Miraculously, I found out that Gangdi's Dawan actually repaired himself to restore his own strength. So comfortable. The white horse suddenly began to enlarge. And did Chen Fan think that he was releasing the white horse when he saw the appearance of the white horse? In the next second, the white horse started to go crazy, and Chen Fan was already singled out. Couldn't this Qiáng Bezias be a cow? What is a cow? How can you compete with me? Chen Fan's unrestrained feelings are hard to come by. Gung Di is his favorite. It's just a pity that it's too painful to be a favor. When Bema heard it, he immediately realized his chance. I can. Watch me too. Uncle Bogue is full of machine meat. What Bema thinks is that since the tall man thinks he is being abused, I will get fat. Even if I wrong myself to eat weeds. Shima has to find a way to stay here. Gung Di. But a mouthful of weed. White horse completely crazy. This big. This place is stronger than Xiangjian Yuya era. Where is this a weed? It's just fairy grass. That's why Xiaobai came in early. Chen Fandian knew it was a guest. Shoma, give me Gung Di. Talk about the light grass that makes you swim at night. You must hear the spirit of light grass and white horse coming immediately. Immediately exhausted. I want to be serious. I want the expert to know that I was not forced to do this. More stubborn. Better to be jealous. I hereby declare that now I am Gung Di's jealousy. The grass here is mine, no one is weak. The Sun Golden House is also speechless. This dragon is not a horse disease, is it?